Hi friends, it has been a morning. After I got the babies ready for the day, we went downstairs. I'm actually getting really good at this double carry thing. I haven't dropped the baby yet and I have a really good grip. I got Daphne settled in her little kick piano thing, everybody knows that thing, and opened up the playroom so that Gus could go inside. Threw in some more bottles that I found upstairs and then got to work on breakfast. I thought I had some more frozen sausage, but apparently not. But luckily I had some of this kielbasa, which baby Anthony loves. I cooked up the entire pack because I can use this for lunch and dinner today also. Babies don't complain about eating the same thing. That's just us. We're the only ones that complain about that. They don't. They would literally eat the same thing every day if you let them, especially if they love it. Of course, hard-boiled eggs, because my Sam's Club order literally came in the middle of me making breakfast, so I was able to give him some hard-boiled eggs. He hasn't had any for like the last 5 days, so I knew he was going to love these, so I gave him 4 with some salt, pepper, garlic, and set a couple of the yolks aside. He is loving playing with this Elmo. He just likes to throw him to hear his eyes smash against the floor. Like, is there something wrong with him? Why would he do that? I don't know. He thought it was funny. He loves holding on to these animals. They are like his favorite toy. They're actually bath toys from Target, but he hardly ever uses them in the bath because he's always carrying them around. So instead of him holding them while they were eating, we just let them sit and let him watch him eat. Luckily, baby girl was being on her best behavior, and she was letting me get all of this done. I put this other sausage in the container so that he'll have it for later. Each of those little squares is about a portion size for him. Daphne will be 3 months next week, and so she's kind of getting herself into this little rhythm where she's able to kind of be by herself for a little bit, like play or get in the swing or just kind of lay there, and she's starting to coo a lot, which is just so cute. I love it when they do that, especially when they start smiling at everyone. It literally just makes your entire day. Some water for baby Anthony. He has not really been drinking his goat's milk anymore, which I'm kind of glad about because I can stop buying it because that stuff is not cheap. It's like $6 for a little tiny thing. I made the mistake of giving him way too many raspberries, and a lot of them were squishy. Unfortunately, it's so hard to find good raspberries, which is why I don't buy them as much anymore. But I gave him this entire bowl of raspberries because usually he does eat a lot of raspberries. But baby girl started to get fussy, so I had to pull him over closer to me just so that I was able to keep a better eye on him while I got her. And while I was feeding her, he decided to have a good old time with the raspberries and just like smush them up everywhere. And I really couldn't stop him, so I just let him have a fun time. Sometimes you just gotta let him live a little. She wanted to be swaddled up so she could fall asleep, so I had this big old swaddle. Here she is throwing a little mini hissy fit, but she's new here. She's new here. We love her. We love her. So I swaddled her up, and then I was able to sit on the couch and rock her while baby Anthony finished his food. He had already ate most of his hard-boiled eggs and a good portion of his sausage, so that's why I let him have the raspberries. And we watched a little bit of Miss Rachel. He was actually asking for her. It's been a few days since he's seen her, so I did go ahead and turn her on. I was able to get Daphne asleep, so then I was able to give her a little tiny kiss on the forehead. I love kissing on the babies. Put her in this little bassinet. This bassinet did not do anything for us with baby Anthony. He literally hated it, but Daphne seems to love it for some reason. My Walmart Plus order came, so I was able to put away some of the groceries, cut up some of these big blocks of cheese. I like making my own cheese sticks. They just taste much better, and I feel like baby Anthony likes them, and it's also way cheaper. So I usually get about 2 to 3 blocks of cheese a week. I usually cut up 2, and then I will save 1 for shredded cheese. Sometimes they will last us and sometimes they don't, but the whole house really goes in the bag and eats them, so they're not just for baby Anthony. I use them as a side with his food, but we also kind of call him his appetizer because when he is being impatient and doesn't want to wait for me to finish cooking, I could just give him a piece of cheese and it's not really going to mess up his dinner. Here I am cleaning him up from his raspberry game that he was playing. He literally like smushed them all over and made a paste, so I had to clean him up. He was not really happy about it, especially when I went in for his face. Luckily, these bibs though do a good job at protecting his clothes because he can be a messy eater just like my baby daddy. So I was really glad about this. He ended up only getting a little bit on his shorts, but he did not want me to wipe his face. Even though I try to talk to him, I try to do that like gentle parenting thing. I'm coming in to wipe your face. Do I have permission to wipe your face? No, sometimes we just gotta wipe the face, okay? I'm wiping the face. And because you're my child, I have permission to wipe your face. Washing his hands because for some reason, I don't know why, kids in the crevice of their fingers hold so much gunk. It's like no matter how many times you give them a bath, I literally find myself every time I see my kids looking in between their fingers and in between their toes and picking out lint or just like sticky stuff, and it drives me crazy. So, and the wipes just don't seem to do a good job, so I have to wash his hands also. Instead of bringing out the whole mop to do the entire floor, I just cleaned up the raspberries all over the floor while he was actually literally trying to step in it, and I was worried he was going to drag it on to the carpet, which I would not be happy about, but luckily he did not.